All right, well, check this one out. One member of Congress who campaigned to go after the Washington Commanders football team, the team that was formerly known as the Redskins, and investigate its owner, Dan Snyder, saw his plan go off the rails when campaign contributors tried to turn a fundraiser into a strategy session. Here with the details is the reporter who broke the story, White House and Washington reporter for Politico, Daniel Lippman. Daniel, thanks for being with us. Tell us what went down here.
So these two lobbyists who are longtime opponents of the Commanders, formerly the Redskins, they emailed their friends a few weeks ago saying, come to this fundraiser for Congressman Krishnamorthi from Illinois, who's the chairman of a top House Oversight Subcommittee looking into the Commanders. And they said, hey, come to this fundraiser and we can discuss his efforts at, getting rid of Dan Snyder, the owner of the Commanders. And so after I raised concerns about this to the congressman's office, they canceled the fundraiser pretty much immediately because they knew that it's not good to have a pay-for-play scenario, even if it's optics-wise.
So real quick, just for viewers to understand that, explain what's wrong about that legally.
Well, nothing is wrong legally because the campaign finance laws in this country are pretty loosey-goosey. With fundraisers. It's not like the congressman is saying, I'm going to do official actions because of the donations. The donations come because people support him for what he's doing officially often, and they want to keep this guy as a Democrat in Congress. The issue is politically, it stinks because it makes it look like he is discussing his official business behind closed doors with people who have paid hundreds of dollars to his campaign.
Okay.
So, Daniel, for a fundraiser like this, just for our viewers, there's pretty much two groups of people who would have received an invitation. Friends of the host or previous supporters of the congressman. And I know you're not going to give away your source here, but were you surprised that the person who gave you this dimed them out, essentially?
Well, Washington's a small town where everyone talks and everyone gossips, as we both know. And clearly, there are people who don't like the congressman. There are, things that, things get leaked. And so, obviously, these two brothers, Mike and Tom Mantos, were longtime lobbyists. They must have included the wrong person on these emails. So that I got a copy. I was surprised that the congressman canceled it so quickly because, that's always a juicy story when you have something that I just made a call and then no more fundraiser. And Washington and politicians, they live on fundraisers because they really need to raise money to get ads on TV and to, these campaigns are expensive. And so they're looking for money wherever they can see them. But in this case, it's to see it as directly in terms of, hey, this congressman is working on this issue, and hey, if you care about this issue and this one issue, come to this fundraiser. That is pretty rare, and so that's what made it newsworthy.
So I don't want to push Lindsay's question too far, but do you think that the person who dimed these people out, did they not like the congressman, or were they fans of the team formerly known as the Redskins, and they were like, hey, we don't want to go after this guy. We like the Commanders, and we don't want this guy. We don't want you guys going after the team.
Well, my colleagues broke the Supreme Court scoop last week, and so I'm not I can't time out my source, and so I really can't comment on what
side. All right, I had to try.
But, for all your readers, all our viewers out there, if there are more fundraisers like this, my email is daniel@politico.com.
And Daniel, what was the reaction of the congressman when you reached out to their office? Did they tell you then they were canceling?
They said that they had they did not coordinate with the guys who were holding this fundraiser in terms of language of this email, because they probably approved the actual invitation, but this was the letter that the invitation was attached to. This is the note in the body of the email. And so they clearly had not seen that. But it kind of is a lesson for lots of congressmen and just people in general. You have to, if you're having supporters hold fundraisers, you have to vet those types of emails, or you'll lose out on this money because I will find out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Daniel Lippman,
Thanks
appreciate you being here to break down your story. Hope to see you soon.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
All
one.
right, that's our show.
You bet. All right, we got another big lineup planned for you tomorrow as we ramp up our election coverage. Pennsylvania candidate Dave McCormick's here ahead of that primary in Pennsylvania. But that does it for tonight. Thanks for being part of our company. See you back here tomorrow.